What's up, everyone? We are back today working on the Tacoma. This episode is going to be for the uprights of the Checkerdsports Tacoma. So, as you know, of course, everything is custom on this truck. So here we have Palatov, and excuse my language if I said that wrong. We have billet aluminum uprights. So I scored these from my friend Cody for one of their Pikes Peaks cars. They actually ended up not using them. They just rolled a few times. However, these are center locks for center lug. Let's see if I can get this off. So you have the one lug nut. So I am taking these off and converting them to 5 lug, 5x114, because I have a lot of those wheels in stock. And then also we are getting custom brackets for the brake calipers that I want to run. So the problem I encountered is this nut is super deep. Like this one's actually, I believe, deeper. No, it's actually the same. So what I encountered is nobody had a socket deep enough. So I just figured, well, I'll just cut it and extend it. Not a big deal, right? So I had a brain fart, not noticing that this nut and this nut are actually 2 different sizes. So my dumbass, cut this and was like, oh, I'll just extend it. But then once, I took this off, I was like, cool, that's too big. So that was a huge brain fart I had. However, I went and bought the right size, and there you go. So now it's extended just far enough to break it loose. And so my goal today is I'm gonna completely take these apart because I have the brake brackets coming soon. So I'm gonna have to mock all that stuff up. The other thing is I wanna replace a lot of these bolts because these ones will start to rust a little bit. I don't like these black oxidized ones. So I want to replace everything, take them apart, clean them, go through them all. So yeah, so now let's see if my welds hold up. I just extended this with a DOM tube. Should be fine. No big deal. It's the worst that can happen. So I don't know where my 1/2-inch impact went. I never use it. So I busted out Old Yeller, my good old 3/8 air. I don't even use air anymore, but I know that this thing is a beast. So we'll see if this adapter holds and if it breaks it loose. Here goes nothing. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Old Yeller is a beast. And surprisingly, the adapter didn't break. And this came up. We're good. It's a good new tool to keep on hand. So the next thing I'm gonna do here is I am taking each one of these apart completely. And what I'm gonna do is just take off all the old markings first and then wash them really, really well. So just start over fresh. And then I'm gonna measure each bolt so I can order new nicer ones. I'm not a fan of these. So yeah, so that's the next step, get them all cleaned up. These are the old brake brackets. These went to some giant brakes that you had to have like giant 18s for, which I'm not running. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through all of these and then start assembling and then try the new brake bracket, which is this guy. And hopefully everything works good. We'll find out here in a bit. These uprights are super awesome. They hardly weigh anything, full billet aluminum. The thing that weighs the most is actually the wheel bearing. So these are back and ready to go. This actually doesn't have like a crazy shine to it, even though it's clean, because there is actually a clear coat on it. Same thing with the new brake brackets for the calipers. I put the hubs on. These are all just barely snug on because like I said, I still got to order all new hardware. I went down and I wrote down all my notes over here so I can order new hardware. These are all snug, brand new 5x114 hubs. So now these are back together. Now it's the moment of truth. I got to check the rotors and the calipers to see if they're going to fit with the design of the bracket. So we are going to run AP Racing Pro 5000Rs. These are very beautiful and light. So these will be front and back with this ginormous rotor 2-piece. So I'm going to put it together and hopefully it works. Quick little hiccup that I kind of forgot since it's been so long since I ordered the brackets and the conversation of this whole brake setup. So originally, I actually had this brake kit in stock that goes to a car, which just so happens it was really close to these knuckles. So, you know, it was easy to make those brackets. However, I forgot that the pilot bore for here is about 1 millimeter too small, as you can see. So I got to run to the machine shop and have these machined out about 1 millimeter-ish. So then I could complete the testing. All right, a few days later, I am back from the machine shop. Had these milled out, a little bit over a mil. Very clean work, as you can see. You can hardly even tell it was done. So now, got the brake brackets on, everything's clean, ready to go. Brand new hubs. And let's see the fitment now. Here we go. Beautiful. Now it goes all the way down. Kind of hard to see, but... So I'm going to put the caliper on to make sure that fits. And I'm going to have to put this camera down. Let's see if I can even do it here. See? There it is. There's the hole. Let's get this in. All right, so before I even finish tightening that up, I think we're good. I just got to tighten it up. Make sure that this rotor sits perfectly centered to this caliper. So it looks like it so far, which means all the calculations on the drawing for the bracket were right. And then I just got to go through and check tolerances. So like you can see here, see that bolt right there? That's a little bit close there. I don't really like that, but I'm buying new hardware anyway, so I'll buy some slimmer ones. So things like that, I'm going to go through it real quick and tighten everything up. The last few clips just shown were a little bit older, and I kind of forgot about them. They were stored on the GoPro. I've done a lot of progress on the truck since then. I just wanted to finish out this episode since it was already basically done. So here you have the uprights and the brake brackets and everything all mounted up. I'm covering the backs. That'll be for the next episode. I'm hoping that I'll get a little bit more coverage on the truck and start, you know, filming and releasing a little bit more, because I've done a lot of progress since this last video. I liked everything about this. Again, as mentioned, the one thing I didn't like is that bolt is a little bit too close to comfort for me, so I'm gonna get a slimmer one, so it stays away from the rotor. It'll work, but I don't like it. So yeah, hopefully again I'll start actually filming a little bit more. It's a little bit hard when, you know, trying to make everything, design everything, and film, but I'm going to try and capture a little bit more and post more updates on this Tacoma truck. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe or whatever to try and keep this channel going. Thank you, guys.